Okay, Margaret
Hey,
is not
hey,
here.
Billy. Billy,
Yes,
can you hear me?
I can. That's Dan
Okay,
Hodges.
I just came in. Okay.
Okay, I don't see Isaac, but he said he would be here. And I don't see Bill Biddle, but we'll go ahead and start. Welcome. Thank you all for attending and managing to get on this call and on our computers. While face-to-face meetings are critical, it really is nice to have this method of meeting so that we don't have to leave our offices. We're really proud to welcome Isaac, and I know that he's not on the phone, but he hopefully will get on the phone call. Isaac is our new DGND, if you have not heard. So he will be starting to attend this and the finance meeting and anything else we can get him to attend so that he becomes prepared for his office. If everybody can, we'd like to get done in an hour, so if everybody can keep their comments concise. Remember, time is valuable, and some of the people out there are at work and need to keep moving. But please do ask any questions that will allow you to fully understand the state of each of these speakers. On my part, I've completed all my official visits, and we leave, and all the governor's chain leaves for Getz next week. So we will be out of state, and that's really all I have to say. Milt, your turn.
Yes. Okay, it's going to be very short. Balance sheet changed from $40,000 last month to $28,000 this month, and there were only 5 accounts that were affected, and they were all budgeted. The Zone Institute, we paid $500 for past president. We paid audit fees to Corliss and Solomon of $1,600. Gary Dills took his $6,000 for PG support. The district secretary, we paid $3,700, and that was split up between salary, office supplies, and office rent. And then we had a registration fee, so 33 is $1,450 for a total of $13,000. The only other account that was affected was the youth exchange, and we got $1,500 deposited into the main account. That's basically it.
Okay, we were getting a lot of feedback on you, Milt.
Any questions?
Does anybody have any questions for Milt?
Hey, Billy.
Hello?
Yeah, Billy, can you hear me?
Yes? Dan?
I was just going to say, I don't know if I was the only one, but I couldn't understand a word he said.
Okay, Milt, are you speaking into a speaker, or are you?
I'm speaking into my computer.
Okay, you may need to get a little closer to your microphone and speak closely and slowly. And please go again. What report would you like up? Are you giving the balance sheet?
Yeah, the balance sheet. Can you hear me now?
Much better.
What I'm saying is that the first bank operating account, which is $4,700, is now $28,000. It was $41,000 last month. We paid that $13,000, and the $13,000 went out to the Zone Institute, $500 for past presidents. We paid the audit fees to Corliss of $1,600. Gary Dills took his $6,000 for DG support, $1,617. The district secretary, we paid out $3,700. That's salary, rent, and office supplies. And we had registration of $1,450 for Zone for Bill Biddle. And The other thing was the other balance sheet, which is for the youth exchange. We added $1,500, and that came from the outbound exchange students.
Okay,
But
that came from the
that's
youth
all.
exchange. Thank you, Mel.
It was a deposit. That's it?
Yes. Anything else on there? Okay, Gary, would you like to talk about the cart loan?
Yeah, I think this won't take long. Bill Shillito sent an email out, and that's in your attachments that Billy sent out. Basically, we are going to get all of our money back, as opposed to having donated $6,000. We're going to get the entire $20,000 back. And it is my understanding from Bill's email that we can anticipate getting that in November. He has had someone donate money to do that, so that I think some districts have apparently objected to having to pay that money. So we're going to get our entire $20,000 back, I believe.
Great. And at Zone, he has one whole plenary session to present CART, some scientists, and the Zone Institute service project is with an Alzheimer's wing, and all of our auction items are going to go to CART. So, they're really rolling out the carpet for CART. Thanks, Gary. Anything else you have?
No, thanks.
Hey, Gary Dills.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, does that mean, is this audio-visual thing still going to go on?
Yes, that's my understanding.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, I think what happened there was some districts decided they could not pay, and Bill was able to find someone to donate the money to pay for what the districts were going to pay.
And
Yeah,
I think they're going to
I hope
get.
he didn't do it himself, but okay.
I don't think
have
so.
a feeling he did.
Well,
Yeah,
Zone is going to donate quite a bit, so maybe he'll
Okay.
match whatever comes from Zone.
Okay, good.
Anything else on the CART loan? Okay, Tiffany.
Hey guys, it's me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Very quickly on membership, internationally, Rotary International has grown about almost 15,000 since July 1. But just as an FYI for our district, we finished August at plus 13. We finished September at plus 24. And as of right now, October the 15th, we're at plus 31 for our district.
Okay, we finished August at what? Plus 15?
August was plus 13.
Mm-hmm.
September was plus 24.
Okay.
And as of October 15th, we're at plus 31. I did talk today again to Rotary Club of Lake Hickory, and they are ready to move forward with a satellite club. So you'll be hearing more about that soon. I think the satellite club in Hendersonville is going to overtake the morning group by the end of June.
Billy, I can't hear her.
Tiffany, we're starting not to hear you.
Okay, I haven't moved. I'm still sitting in the same place.
Well, use your big girl voice. I know you got it.
Yes, I'm working as well. I was just saying that the Rotary Club of Lake Hickory is getting ready to start on their satellite club now. And so I think that you'll be hearing more about that in the next month or so. And the Four Seasons satellite is probably going to surpass the morning group by next summer, by the end of this year. And as an FYI for everyone else, we are not an official satellite club. Billy and I are working on that, but there are some paperwork issues that have to be done with Rotary International that can't be completed yet. And so as of right now, technically, Four Seasons Rotary is just meeting twice a week.
Right. Okay, and for
Lake-
everybody's information,
Just so you
tomorrow,
know, that's Lake Hickory.
Lake Hickory, thank you.
You're welcome.
For everybody's information, and Gary Dills and Gary Bray might be able to tell more, but the Franklin and Franklin Daybreak Club are exploring a satellite club. It's not known which club's going to take the lead yet, but a group of people are meeting on Friday to start perhaps a satellite club out here. So a lot of our young people are interested in
one
evening.
going on in Brevard as well.
Okay, so Brevard and Franklin.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, not unless anybody has any questions.
Questions?
Billy, I'm a little confused on one of the attachments that was sent out with your email where it said the members were now 2221, which would be down at 60.
Just a second. Tiffany?
Man,
Tiffany,
Yeah.
can you mute your
Yeah.
phone?
That's not my phone.
Bill,
Everyone else-
can you mute your phone?
It's not my phone either.
Okay. Somebody out there has got lots of noise and it's hard to hear.
Yeah, if they're not talking, they should mute themselves when it's not their turn unless they have a question. That'll help.
Okay. Gary, I don't
Yes.
think we had a
I
membership.
didn't see an attachment.
if
Another
you look at the
membership piece.
fundraising analysis that was sent out today,
Oh, that's for the Rotary Foundation.
But
so we
20
got a 91 member difference in the Rotary Foundation report versus the membership report.
You can get, just as an FYI, 3 different discrepancy figures from Rotary International, depending on which report you pull for membership. But the numbers that we're using right now, so that we started this year at 2221.
Okay, stop just a second. Everybody needs to mute their phone except Gary and Tiffany. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, the numbers that we are working from say that we started the year at 2221, but as of October 15th, we're at 2252. And again, we have found no less than 3 different reports that you can pull from RI and from the DAC-DB, and they will all give you different figures.
Yeah.
And the advice that we were given was pick one and stick with it for the year. And so we're pulling it from my Rotary now. And I know it's not correct because even I dug down deep into my club, and my club wasn't correct either. But we have to pick a report and stick with it and hope that it evens itself out at some point. We're being consistent. So that 2221 is where RI shows that we started on July 1.
That is correct.
Yeah. But our membership right now, as of Rotary.org and going through the My Rotary report, as of today is 2252.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Gary, you remember how
Oh,
much
yeah.
fun we had
Yeah.
trying to reconcile
I do.
reports. Nothing's
That's
changed.
why I brought it up, because some of the other people may not be aware of the differences.
Yeah. Okay, Carol, what report would you like up for us to look at?
You can just leave that one off if that works for you.
Okay.
I think what you need to remember here, see this 2281 is the beginning number for 2014-15, and the 2221 is the beginning number for 2015-16. And when it comes to the foundation, those are the only membership numbers that count. So
Yeah, the reason that I brought it up was that you've got, and I'm assuming that you did this, but we've got 2221 on 918 and on 1012.
That's correct,
So,
because our number will stay the same all year because
okay.
for foundation purposes, we only look at the July 1st number. So my number is not Tiffany's number. My number is the number that's used when you take your annual fund and you divide it by membership. It will always, to get your per capita amount, the membership number will always be 2221.
Okay.
Okay, because that's how we get per capita. It's based on the July 1st membership number. So my number is just for the purposes of calculating per capita for the foundation. It's not Tiffany's number and shouldn't be seen any other way.
Okay.
Is that helpful to you?
Fine with me.
So we have, if we look at our total giving, we're really doing pretty well. Our annual fund, this is as of the beginning of October, which really is 3 months in, which means that we're a little over 25% of the year through, and we have 30% of our annual fund in the bank, which is very good when you keep in mind that some clubs don't submit frequently. So that looks really good. Our per capita ended up at 128.19 last year. It's now at 37.36. Our goal is to get it to 124. Again, at 30%, that looks good. Polio, not as far along as the other two numbers, but still we're at 12,000 of our 42,000 goal, which is great. We're moving right along with that. Endowment, the only activity we're seeing there are those people who are Rotary Direct contributors to the endowment, but we'll see more stuff as time goes by. So total giving is $96,000. I think we're just where we need to be at this point in time. The number that I like the most is we only have 8 non-giving clubs. So last time we had 10, that means 2 of them have started to submit money, and that's the number that we want to keep an eye on, because at the end of the year that should be 0, but at the end of the year we're going to be chasing 1 or 2 clubs who hold their money all year long. I'm bringing to you the awards, but I want to jump down to the section that says club giving, because the awards for Rotary Foundation next year will be very, very different than they are for this year. In other words, at the foundation dinner this year, the awards to the clubs will be different than the awards to the clubs next year, or for our 2015 year, the criteria is different. And the underlying thing is that all clubs, in order to get a banner, will need to be an E-Ray club. So that 100% foundation giving club is E-Ray. Everybody in the club has given something, and the average per capita is $100. The E-Ray sustaining dropped down to, the E-Ray sustaining is everyone in the club has given something, and every single member has given $100. So we only have 2 of those, and it's the same club for both of them. That's Asheville Metro. We have 5 Paul Harris Society clubs, which is really hard, because what happens during the course of the year is new members come in and the Paul Harris Society paperwork is not necessarily done. So there's a lot of clubs that are very, very, very close. Our top 3 giving clubs right now are Asheville Metro at a per capita of 175, Clay County at 150, and Hendersonville Four Seasons at 109. So rocking and rolling along in these smaller clubs. They're carrying the ball, if you will, in terms, but I understand. New Paul Harris Fellows, we have 90. New Benefactors, we have 5. New Bequest Society is the same at the last time. We have 1. Major donors are the same, although we got an acknowledgement that somebody's going to make another major donor gift very soon. So we'll see that change next month. E-Ray's jumping. We have 2,221 people. That's the count, again, that we use. We have 574 E-Ray. So we're close to 25%, what we really, really want. And what I would really hope, Billy, that we emphasize the rest of this year is E-Ray. We want to be a 100% E-Ray district. Not every club, but every member in every club, because once we get that started, that will build on itself. Sustaining members is 163 of those 574 have given $100. And Paul Harris Society, I don't even want to guess how they're getting these numbers, but it says 58, so we'll buy that. Rotary Direct is at 126. I'm trying to get direct access so we can get those numbers more frequently. All in all, I think our giving has been terrific. Hats off to our governor for the $41,000 commitments that she got on the road. Was that the last number?
I think it was 38.
Yeah, that's terrific. That's just amazing. So the focus on foundation giving, because Billy has made it such a big part of her visits, I really think has helped to launch us significantly. And as the year goes on, we'll continue to develop our strategy. Grants, we'll take a look at grants. We got a letter today from Rotary International, which patted us on the back. It's a quarterly letter that we get that says that all of our reporting is done. I'm not sure if you can make that bigger, Billy, so people can really, you can't make it bigger than,
I can.
so people can really see what's going on here. I think it's important to see who the clubs are that are sponsoring global grants and what countries we're in and what kind of grants they are. So I took the time to list the district has 7 grants in process. There is a limit to 10, which is good. That means that Gary Dills, you're fine to do your district grant. We can get it in before the end of the year because we're still under 10. Pisgah Forest, there's 3 grants out to the Philippines. They're all VTTs. 2 of them are from Pisgah Forest. We have these other grants, Lenore's work in Bolivia, Boone Sunrise in Tanzania, Marion in India, that one's just about wrapped up, Asheville Metro in Ecuador, those are all, and the Kenya grant, which of course has lots of clubs in it, has a lot of clubs that are involved, so it's called a district grant. And the other one is the district grant, of course. There are 2 clubs that have made contributions. We are not we're not the people in charge, but we've made contributions, so they actually hang on us. So that makes 8 grants that the district is involved in because we're contributing to a grant in Ghana. So we won't have any reporting requirements, but we will be responsible on some level until it's closed up. So that's what's going on the grant side of it. We still, up at the top, we have $53,000 left in DDF. I hear a lot of chatter going on out there, so I suspect that we're going to see some talk conversations about global grants begin to pick up as the year moves along. We will reserve 15 of that for a scholarship. So we have about 38 that we can actually give in DDF for global grants, for clubs that are interested in doing global grants. Polio is right around the corner. World Polio Day is on October 24th. It's going to be really hard for us because all of the district leadership, or a big chunk of the district leadership, is going to be its own institute or it gets training. So it's hard to give it enormous support. We've sent mailings out to clubs. We hope that they do some sort of focus for World Polio Day. I do want to mention stewardship. We have had our first global grant come to a close. Its final report is due, and the stewardship committee, great committee, you're going to be very proud of them. Work is very hard, but we're learning a lot, and we have some troubled waters to travel through because of being new at the job, but we're going to get there, and I think by the end of the year we'll have some great reports to give to you, but I just want you to know they're up and running. The banquet is November 7th. As of yesterday, I guess, or the day before, whenever I did this, we had 45 people registered. I hope that will pick up. You all know that Carl Davis is our speaker. Billy's been working very, very hard in getting the program ready so that we find that happy place where all the people who want to be honored are recognized, and we don't have to stay there all night to do that. I hope that works out well. Our grants management seminar was moved to December 12th. We have 73 people registered. Those are mostly rollover registrations, and hopefully Mother Nature will be more kind to us. And finally, I'd just like to say to everybody there, we really like to get out on the road again. Billy has done a yeoman's job leading the way in terms of talking about foundation. I personally would like to get out there and talk about planned giving and the other aspect of investing in the foundation. Everybody would like to cheerlead. I have 1 or 2 clubs to see, so if anybody's interested in having presentations, we are here for you. Questions, comments?
Anybody? Okay. Dan or John DeWitt, do either of you have anything from the assistant governors?
No, I didn't get any. I sent an email to everyone, and everybody's happy.
Okay, and Dan is on the road, so he may not still be there.
Hey, no, I'm still here. I had to unmute myself.
Okay.
No, I really, same as John, I have reached out just to see if anybody had any comments for the committee, and nobody did. Basically, all of my 5 are fairly doing pretty good. We still have Rutherford, that just is kind of in their own zone, but they're holding their own. They haven't really lost anybody, and they're doing fine as they are. They're just a very small number.
Dan, perhaps you could encourage Rutherford to contact Carol for she's volunteered to go down there for a foundation presentation.
Okay, that would be a good idea to get her down there. Yes. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Anybody else? I don't think Sam is on the phone conversation. I'll have to contact him and see. This is the second time he's missed, so perhaps he's not able to serve this year. Now, Jim Eflin begged off. He has a big wedding this weekend, and so he said until he comes back from zone, he really won't have anything to talk about with the Council of Legislation. He's asked several of us to comment on certain pieces of the legislation, and I hope everybody that he asked and you were willing to do it has done that for him. Gary Dills, I didn't put you on the agenda. Do you have anything to give us?
Not really. Not really. Carol covered everything I was going to do. Just a weather report. It's 90 degrees and clear and balmy in North Florida.
Oh, you're already in North Florida. I forgot you were going.
Yeah, we're driving right now. We're en route to Orlando. So.
Well, great.
It's no wonder he wasn't put on the agenda. Nobody wanted to hear that.
Yeah, nobody wanted to hear he's in Florida.
You're next, Dad. I'm coming.
Pets. Do you want to talk about pets? Gary Dills?
Yeah, the registration email went out this morning. Registration is open, and I'll start harassing people next week sometime. We'll see how it goes. We'll get the first 16 very quickly, then the others, well, you all know how that works.
Yes.
I'll be asking the assistant governor to give me a hand with it.
And Mr. Wolkoff, are you still with us? Ed? He said he had a meeting, so I don't know if he went ahead and left.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, Billy.
Do you have anything to add to our?
No, everything's fine, and it went well, this meeting.
Great. Anybody else have anything they want to bring up for the good of the district? We do have a big celebration planned. I'm hoping that the youth will come, our youth exchange. I've asked them to come and sit at tables with everybody else rather than sit at a table by themselves. And they have a very short song to sing at the end, and we're hoping that will work out. It's hard to hear back from them, so it's tentative, but I hope that they'll be able to do that, and that will help sell the program. All of the banners are in for the foundation banquet, so that's always been a breath holder, but they all got in, so no problem there. Was that Gary Dills? Gary Bray?
Billy, Billy, an additional thought on the youth exchange kids. If you see one of these kids hanging around at the event, and I believe they'll be there, I hope they'll be there, invite them. If somebody doesn't assign them to the table, grab one and invite them to your table. It may take that, or Billy may have already assigned them to a table, I don't know.
I have not done that, but that's a great idea. I have table hosts, so I can give each table, 5 different table hosts, to tell them to go and find them, because they'll be in the room early. They're going to practice just a little bit one time through, so they're comfortable.
They'll naturally want to congregate with each other just because it's safe, But we can fix that just by talking with them.
Absolutely. Gary Bray, did you have something else?
No, thanks.
One of the exciting things that Dennis Sanders suggested was recognizing those clubs that gave the $20 per capita for polio this year. And so we have a banner badge with Gary's emblem on it, just like he gave last year. And so Jim Simmons will announce those, and Gary will present those at the conference. And Rotary International actually sent a certificate as well, so that's kind of cool. We'll have all of that for them. So that's all I have. Thank you for your time, and I will give this to Margaret. Margaret was good enough to say that she would do the minutes from this recording. I guess she will kill me if I don't show you the district council. There's the district council meetings, and we should probably approve these minutes. It didn't say much. I guess we just got together in July, but that was her.
So moved.
Okay, thank you, Gary Dills. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second.
I'll second.
The first person I think I heard was John DeWitt. I'm saying these out loud for Margaret. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Aye.